Welcome to the Starseeds Conversations session number 2. I hope that you guys are doing all fine. I wanted to see everybody on the screen. So, we were going to have a very, very rich conversation today. And we have so much to talk about. It's so deep. But first, we are going to open a circle. And then we will recap what is on the first one, and then we'll flow into the second Stargate for today, or second session for today. And then we go with the flow from there. But we will have Maria will bring into the embodiment practices, and there will be a goddess of love transmission and god of love transmission. And then we will finish up with creativities and closing the circle. So this is what we're going to do today. So Kyle, would you like to open the circle for today?
Yes, I would be honored to. So thank you everyone for being here today and for us connecting our hearts as one. So just taking a few moments to drop from our head space to our heart space in 3 deep cleansing and purifying breaths. And my cat says hello. So we just allow our hearts to open more and more. And picturing a rose at the center of your heart and any color that resonates with you. And just seeing it as a rosebud. And you're bringing your awareness to the rosebud at the center of your heart. And you're just sending it so much love. And your heart is receiving this love, and your whole being is receiving this love. And just allow this rosebud to open up fully and completely, petal by petal. And allowing this rosebud to take any worries, any tensions, any stresses away. And just trusting in this rosebud that it's supporting you and holding you, embracing you and honoring you and loving you, and just allowing yourself to receive this love from your own sacred rose. And as our rose opens more and more, it touches to each of our roses here in this sacred circle. And our hearts connect as one, and the energy becomes very light and very bright, very radiant. And it's a reflection of your light and the love that you are. Within our sacred circles, it's all in remembrance, remembering who you are, remembering the love that you are, and who you came here to be, and embodying that fully each and every day. And if we ever need that reminder, it's always coming back to that present moment, coming back to the heart, and just allowing the heart to recenter us and ground us, because the heart always knows, and the heart guides the way, and the heart leads the way. And then now, calling in the most highest and purest frequencies to be with us, and just creating a sacred golden sunshine circle around us, and just allowing ourselves to be held and our hearts to rest for a little while here, just to receive, just allowing ourselves to receive fully and completely. I'm just going to use my light language to just bring in sacred space. Tina kiana kisani kanaina chunu siana kiana chusiana kia kiana siti sakina tiana tisikanaina siasiana tisikani. Bringing in clear quartz crystals to cleansing and purifying us, and to amplify our heart's connection. Tisikana siana, bringing in the diamonds. Tisiana siana kia siana, and bringing in these washing bubbles to just help us to fully let go, so we can be fully present in the here and now, because this is where we need to be for right now, just being right here. Tisikana siana kia siana tisiana kuna siana kia siana tia kia siana tisikaniana. Just bringing in diamonds to infuse all around you. Tisikana siana tia kiana siana siana kia kiana siana. And then bringing in roses at your feet to help anchor you into the earth, into Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and being one with Mother Nature. Tisikana siana kiana tisikana. And remembering our heart's connection to nature. We are nature. We are part of nature. Sia kiana siani tiana kiana. Now we're just going to honor Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, and all of our ancestors and the gods and goddesses that we are, and the elements: earth, wind, fire, water, and air, honoring the caretakers of the land in which we reside. Just using this drum to help us connect to the heartbeat of Mother Gaia, and just allowing her heart to heal our hearts as we come back home to our heart as one with Gaia's heart. And feeling yourself deeply rooted on the earth and part of the earth, and allowing yourself to take up space and on this earth. You have an important mission to be that love, to be that light, and just to shine so bright and inspiring others through your love and your light and your joy. And we thank you all for being here today in this sacred space. And the sacred space is now open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Kyle. So nourishing. Thank you for opening a circle in such a loving way, nurturing way, and honoring the past, present, and future. It is so important that we honor them. So we're here today to have these conversations, a deep conversations of what we're receiving, what we're learning. All of us are each of the puzzles. It is a potent conversation sharing here. And we open our eye, look at each of us on the screen here, and we put our hand on our heart and sending that heart energy to all of us today here. That I feel, that I sense, that I beautify this circle, in these conversations that take place at this current moment. And for now, I'll pass the mic to Daisy to recap for last sessions, and then we'll go flow into the conversation for today. Over to you now, Daisy.
Thank you, Lilian. Thank you, Kyle. And thank you, everyone, for coming to our Starseeds Conversation episode 2. So in our previous episode, we did a deep diving and anchoring the mission of the new moon Virgo, which is seeking meaningful mission on Earth. And that mission is to find our intention and soul alignment on Earth, finding that North Star within. And we dig very deep and redefine what is the origin of the North Star and how they tied into the medical symbol of the caduceus and how it like aligned with polar bear wisdom. And we also did polar bear Qigong meditation and exercise with Maria to help us anchor that wisdom of the North Star. And after that, we did Goddess of Compassion guided meditation with Lilian, and also Kyle's transmission. And we also did light code transmission. We had so much fun. Thank you. And today we're gonna, through the thread, the golden thread that we gathered from the Virgo new moon, today we're gonna do another cosmic transmission, diving deep through the full moon Pisces, which is all about surrender into this deep romantic love with the cosmic womb and cosmic soul. So we're gonna be navigating through the inner labyrinth work of the cosmic soul and in oneness with our own soul. So this is gonna be our main guideline, and there will be more through the dancing with Goddess of Love. Yeah, I'm so excited. So right now on the screen, Lilian gonna show us this labyrinth work and the initiation of our inner womb healing and inner womb temple.
So Daisy, just wanted to check, can you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So. Alrighty. Whoops. Okay, can you tell me? I just want to check what can you see on my screen now?
Actually, now it's good. Yeah, earlier there's a chat.
Okay, right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I'm just gonna read from here then.
Okay.
So I can't open up. It's okay. Oh, good. So I'm just gonna read the passage here that is really long, but just bear with us. But this reading is from Azra Bertrand from The Wound of Awakening. That is where the book of that. So in this Instagram, so this is where, and on the bottom, she actually quoted from the book from Azra Bertrand, which is one of my favorite teacher. So during my pilgrimage south, I was continually called to the symbol of labyrinth. I didn't consciously go looking for it yet. It appeared almost everywhere along my journey. Ceramic cast of rocky valley labyrinth, Cornwall, spiral carving in stone, Whitman wood, Damore, labyrinth outside White Spring, Glastonbury, Rocky Valley, labyrinth carving, Tyndale, Cornwall, spiral gateways, Charles Well Gardens, Glastonbury, spiral, White Spring, Glastonbury. The spiral symbols was the womb, descent, and rebirth. In the earliest Paleolithic womb cultures, the feminine journey was envisioned as the spiral path, a downward and inward moving along a non-linear circle of dreamtime consciousness. The first Paleolithic temple spaces were caves with serpentine passageways spiraling deep into the earth, sometimes marked with the red handprints, often left-handed moon ochre imprints of women and children. Later cultures created rituals underground womb chambers, often with symbolic labyrinths carved into the entryway. Walking in the circuitous or spiral pathway in or out was a movement through the birth canal before merging into the center point of womb consciousness. Other indigenous cultures spirit travel along grandmother spider's labyrinth web or were swallowed by the great rainbow serpent or the great fish of the biblical story of Jonah. In Peru, Incan people built the Temple of Moray, a set of terrace concentric circles heading downwards into the womb valley to earth. God was there, soul and in the caves, and the spirit was contacted by merging with the heart of matter. The womb religions knew the greatest spiritual secret of the perennial wisdom of all time, that the true gate of heaven does not exist externally to us. In the faraway paradise, it exists within us and within the body of Gaia. In their deepest essence, heaven and earth were not separated places. They were linked, one blending seamlessly into the other. Shamanic journeys could take place in actual physical caves or underground chamber, or that could happen by drawing concentrate circles and then physically travel through the portal. So just sit with that, and then we'll go to the second paragraph of reading. So just be aware that what is coming on your mind. Is there any resistance? If there is, and what is it? And Carl, when you're ready, we can continue the second paragraph.
These ancient ideas were preserved in Aboriginal Australian cultures, who originally traveled downward and inward in their shamanic journeys. The pictogram for cave, womb, home, water, down, and in was a set of concentric circles, fulfilling the same role as the labyrinth of the megalithic peoples. The creation myths of the northern Aranda of Australia tell the story of the emergence of their first human ancestor from the womb of the earth. The site of emergence is marked by concentric circles painted on the earth, colored red, and sprinkled with blood to symbolize birth blood. When their primordial ancestor leapt from the earth, it is said that the gaping hole was filled with etheric feminine fluids, the sweet dark juice of honeysuckle buds. For the Aborigines, rebirth came on the renewing menstrual waves of the Great Mother's womb. In one of their birth rituals, performed at Ankota, vulva of the earth, they chanted, a straight track is gaping open before me, and underground hollow is gaping before me. A cavernous pathway is gaping before me. An underground pathway is gaping before me. Red I am like the heart of the flame of fire. Red too is the hollow in which I am resting. In the Hopi traditions of North America, all spiritual life was centered around the annual cycle of the 9 sacred mystery plays, the sacred reenactment of the cosmic drama of birth, fertility, and gestation. The ceremonies took place by descending into an underground kiva ceremonial chamber representing the called Sipapuni womb of Mother Earth. Within the womb kiva was a central hole in the floor, the path from the navel, which was the site of emergence of this world from the womb of the prior world. A ladder representing an umbilical cord reached up from the kiva into the world above, symbolizing the coming age of humanity that was waiting to be born. These birthrights granted spiritual rebirth to the initiates.
The myth of the Hopi story of emergence, the birth of one world from the womb of another, was symbolized by the sacred labyrinth design. It was known as the tapua, or mother and child. The most common square design represents the unborn child in the womb of the Mother Earth, with a straight line leading out of the labyrinth that symbolized the umbilical cord. Labyrinths were a key feature of the underground temples and passageways of the megalithic era, but they were also found in a variety of other forms across the world, and walking the labyrinth was included in Christian worship up to medieval times. In Mayan cultures, the flower symbolized the womb, birth, moon blood, and consciousness. This was expressed in the sacred iconography of a flowering mountain earth. This sacred symbolic mountain was believed to be located at the center of the earth and was associated with the tree of life and a paradise where the ancestors lived. It was also known as a cave of emergence, as this mother mountain contained a sacred womb cave deep in her center, from which the ancestors could experience rebirth and make their celestial ascent to the stars. In the age of the worldwide cultures that build the megalithic monuments, the standing circles and dolmens were conceived of a downward mystical gateway, moon doors, moon doorways, magical gates, or psychic womb portals into the womb belly of Mother Earth. Thank you, Lilian. Thank you for bringing this initiation in. When Lilian shared this with me, I was quite impressed by the image and also the transmission that's coming through, because it tied in so deeply of this topic. We're going to be diving deep on the second dimension. Let me share with you guys the notes that we're going to be discovering together and transversing together today. Give me 1 second. Oh, if anyone have any question, any moment, feel free to interrupt or ask ahead. I think the first question that if I was the audience would be asking, what is the difference between labyrinth and maze? Because there's a lot of misleading in the media. Like for instance, the movie Labyrinth itself is actually not true labyrinth. It is actually maze. The difference between maze and labyrinth is that the function of maze is actually kind of like a mind puzzle. There's multiple exits and distractions. So to me, maze is like for us to exercise how to break out of the matrix, break the prison, and to get out. And people can get lost in maze. So there's a saying, I got lost in the maze, but I find myself in labyrinth. So with labyrinth, the purpose is for us to find ourselves, because there's only one way in and one way out. And the way out is the same way how we got in. So it's a good exercise for us to practice how to meandering through our own inner sophistication and then get to the very core center of the soul. So this is the teaching of labyrinth as opposed to maze. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Daisy, I have a question.
Yeah, go
on
ahead.
behalf of everyone, I think. Just in case, if people don't know what is labyrinth and the purpose of the labyrinth, can you explain like what, like in what situation or in what, like what is the purpose of labyrinth? So yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So
and also that because today we're gonna bring we show the labyrinth and we're gonna journey inwards, go inwards. And for the audience here, and also for Facebook, because we're streaming, so I would like to know that what is the purpose of the labyrinth, and also that when can we use labyrinth in our inner work?
Yes, that's a very good question. So when I first start connecting with my own inner priestess journey, I got very clear voices. There's a big consciousness connecting with me and keep on asking me the question, are you sure you're ready? Are you sure you're ready? It's very potent primordial energy, like big red ball energy. And back then, I don't really know what it is, but now I can pinpoint that's the cosmic womb. But at the same time, it also ties into the first dimension and the second dimension. And that also kind of like showed in the picture earlier that why is that blood? Because it's in the very core of that pulsating giant engine inside our Earth. The first dimension is made of the iron core crystal. And that is what actually makes the Earth pivoting. And think about the Earth pivot 27-degree angle and have this procession like rotating around the sun. But again, the whole solar system also rotating. So whatever orchestrated this dance of the whole universe, and also was the guiding force to allow this engine pivoting. And think about within our body, our cell is made of the iron crystal inside our blood. That's why we feel such a big like calling and pulsating energy during full moon and new moon. Is because we are feeling that vibrating heartbeat of the earth. And it is through this pulsating energy from the first dimension, which is also giving birth to the second dimension. It's called telluric realm, which is kind of like when you search for what is telluric, it's kind of like the form of the vibrating, the rippling effect, just like water ripple. It's the same way with the earth. When the earth forms the landscape, it is in the same like rotating way. And when you think about, there's a lot of ancient structure is in the similar way to Atlantean, the memory of Atlantean. When we think about the Milky Way, Milky Galaxy is in the same way, because this is the primordial way how it's formed from the electromagnetic field of the Earth, the similar way throughout the whole galaxy. And the same way with, like last time we mentioned, the Earth has 9 layers of the inner Earth. The same way with women's womb is also 9 layers. Is in a similar way how the primordial creational force, how it formed the structure, is in a very similar way. So when we started our spiritual journey, it's a journey within. It's unlike all the other journey, how we brought up through early childhood, later on going to school system, going to a different corporate world, and it's like outward force. Like we got like different energy force like coming through, and a lot of information that's actually fourth dimension. But when we decided to diving deep into our inner journey, and that's when we started talking with Gaia Mama Earth, the primordial force, and learning the wisdom from the first dimension, from the second dimension, from the third dimension. It's like, even though like to other people, like we think like ascension is going up, but now the wisdom of Mother is telling us, let's slow down, let's learn the fundamental wisdom within the earth, and through that we connect with our own body, we anchor our light within. So that's the reason that I think why we need to journey within. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I'm smiling because you're diving into so deep with your scientist work, and you are beaming.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research work related to the labyrinth, and also how it ties into our deep memory from Atlantean time. There's so many layers, just like a one droplet of water, like trickling out big ripple, like just one conquest, and how much the Pisces full moon is teaching us is rippling out the topic, layers and layers of topic. Yeah, let me share the screen. I think I might be able to share now. Here. Can you guys see it? So the location of the second dimension. So today our main topic is about the second dimension. It's like I mentioned, it's a telluric realm, the elemental kingdom realm of mineral crystalline essence, which is also the crystal inside our body, inside our bone. And it's also the magic realm of the fairies, where our ancestor also resides, also known as the source realm of manifestation. All kinds of magic is actually all manifest through the second realm, through the wisdom of the second realm. And the location is from the edge of the iron core crystal of the crust of the earth to the crust of the earth. And the frequency range for the second realm is from the 40 hertz to 7.5 hertz. And the vertex on Earth is located on Sarasota, Florida, and the Q side to inner Earth is Easter Island, Chile. And the solar system to correlate with the second dimension is Venus. And the universal system is connected with Epsilon Eridani. And the astral sign for today is Pisces, and the Chinese zodiac sign is Rabbit. Native American animal spirit is wolf, and Celtic animal spirit is the snake. The traditional Chinese medicine it correlates with the large intestine. It's so interesting because think about our body, the intestines is like another labyrinth work, how we winding and unwind, and eventually like find the true essence, and the essence ascend and sending up. And the time of the day is 5 to 7 a.m. The acupuncture point is located at the hiatus of sacrum. It's called No.2. And the spinal correlation of the year of the time for now is C7, cervical spine 7. It's also called Dazhui, or translated as a big hammer. And today we're going to be talk about the goddess of love, and the numerology we're going to be like playing with is both number 2 and number 3. So we're going to be anchoring the polarity of number 2 and then birthing the number 3 of the Trinity sign. Number 2 is for balancing exercise, and number 3 is to understand the life is to be lived in a childlike way. There's a lot of detailed note I put here, and if you guys want to read, and I won't be read all through all of them. I'll just point out a few things. The gemstone is labradorite. If you guys have this, you can meditate with this. And the labradorite is a stone of magic. Its energy can help us in penetrating the veils of the void. Pisces is all about like dancing with the void, the big cosmic energy in our deep subconscious world. And this is where all knowledge and possibilities are held. Essential oil is rose, is symbolize the true love, the soulmate. As Rumi says, lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along. It's just like us, we find our inner lover, our inner child. It's already there waiting for us to dive through the labyrinth work and find that counterpart, the twin flame within ourselves. And the Celtic rune related to today's work is it's called pastoral. It's the shape of a cup. What I see it also is it's like this shape. It symbolizes a holy grail. It represents fertility, mystery, and all things that's hidden. There's another name for this symbol on Perseal. It's called the Lord Cup. I also call it the Lord Cup because it's kind of like the Holy Grail. You just cast it into the unknown and fully surrender, and eventually will be revealed with the divine wisdom through this cosmic womb and that mystic cauldron. And it also symbolizes a quest for self-knowledge and faith and inner transformation. And for Pisces, it's the element of water, taking the path least resistance, going with the flow, and also represent something that's very secretive, sensual, psychic, magnetic, which is also related to today's work. And the second dimension is all about how do we ride and connect with the electromagnetic field of the earth. And the body part is the feet, and the mind is a fantasy mind, and spirit is mystical. For the 8th house moon of Pisces, the statement is, I transform, I trust. The umbrella energy is how you share money and other resources and what you keep hidden regarding sex, death, real estate, and regeneration and rebirth. So I want to point out one more thing. Here, I actually had a whole passage, and if you guys want to learn more about labradorite, wisdom from labradorite. And here's a statement, and you guys can read it. Actually, I'll just read it now. The best thing I can do for myself today is to get out of the way so life can take its own course without the interference of my control drama. I take time out to let go and let things be. I have become too involved in the details and have lost sight of the vastness of the universe and the infinite possibilities that are available to me at all times and in every moment. I am aware that all I need is a different way of seeing what I had perceived as a problem, and that my view is limited by my needs. Rather than by accepting things as they are, I trust that when I get out of the way and give space to the power of now, all is in divine order and everything works out for the good of all concerned. This is a day when doing nothing gets me everything. I allow myself to experience the void. I empty myself of my rigidity, small-mindedness, racing thoughts, the need to be right, and to control outcomes. I know that non-action will present me with right action. I give the universe a chance and trust the will to be larger than mine. When I accept myself as I am, I learn what I can become. I remove myself from all of the mind chatter and allow for silence to do its work. I am aware that a quiet mind brings me peace, the absence of conflict. In turning upside down, I see how right side up things really are. Acceptance brings me perspective. Acceptance sets me free. Acceptance brings me wholeness. Acceptance widens my mind. So this is what I bringing in based on this full moon Pisces. There's that void element, and there's this deep inner silence. There's a devotion, dedication to find the truth, to find the inner soul alignment, accept, and to surrender, allow the universe fully unfold the mystery within me. Yes. So I also want to invite Maria to share her wisdom related to the essence, because I know Maria, she makes herb tincture, which is called chlorophyll, which is like the very essence of the earth, the wisdom of the elementals. And Maria holds so much potent wisdom, and I just want to ask to hear and to learn. Thank you, Maria.
Before we jump into Maria, I would love everybody to share, or what is this moon that is bringing you, or what Daisy was saying, like to surrender and not in control in the mind, and what is stirring up, and be in that present moment of stillness. Does anyone wanted to share? Anyone? Am I going to call the name?
Well, this is very symbolic because my water bottle just exploded and I'm just cleaning up the water. So it's a sign of trusting, going with the flow, literally, letting the old go. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy how the universe always knows what we need, what we need releasing of, what needs to just completely be restored, refreshed, replenished. And in my case, it's like literally, like there's like all water on my desk. It was like under my computer, and I'm like, oh boy, I have to clean it up. So I think it's just in my connection with the water. I'm Pisces too, so like this is my moon, so it's like big change, big transformation. At first it was like every time when there's that moon, it's like that little bit of like uneasiness of like, okay, what's this moon gonna bring? What am I gonna go through? Like what needs releasing? But this moon, it was honestly the best moon ever, because I did a little with like triggers. I was just like feeling it, processing it, letting it go, and then really holding space for like all the emotions to come up and that vulnerability, and then it shifted. Then it was like all this joy was returning, and this creativity, and just was just celebrating. So yeah, I think it's just with this water. This is like the last bit of like cleaning up, you know? Yeah, I love how symbols always come through. And definitely, like I was working with Apollo today, and it's just so perfect that he's all about symbolism. It's weird, like my water bottle, I put it in the kitchen and I can hear it cracking. Like it's like, so that's like symbolic of like, I'm literally cracking open. Like, like my vessel is cracking open. Like more is flowing in. I'm just like allowing it. It's just like, thank you, universe. So I'm just gonna go on mute now and just finish cleaning up the rest. But yeah, yeah, just nice to be here.
Cosmic egg, you're birthing the cosmic egg. That's why the water broke, right?
Yeah, I receive, I accept. It's like, okay, I'm listening now.
Yes, thank you so much for bringing that. I actually have a few pictures I want to share. Is it okay I share it very quickly? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. You can clean up and then come back.
That's so interesting. I love synchronicity. So this is what I mentioned earlier. So water how it rippling out. This is in the nature form of labyrinth work. And this is showing the different layers of inner earth, like what we touched last time, and also the cosmic womb. This is how it look like as a labyrinth work, as in reality, like a Tibetan, like the painting of Shambhala and Shangri-La, and this is how it look like. And also the electromagnetic field, how the second dimension actually, like the first and the second dimension work together, like reforming the ripple effects throughout universe, how different layers of the inner earth all come together and just like form the labyrinth that's within the universe. And it also showed like different structure, how it like here shows in Atlantean and Lemurian, how it slowly formed different layers and complete sophistication of the inner earth. I mean, go to the next one. And here it also showed, last time I showed the Animal Monday, which is different layers. And so this layer and layers of work that we're doing. First, we wake up to our light. Second, then we wake up to our shadows, and we wake up to our self. So this is the whole like essence why we're doing the labyrinth work. And here's more that showing like different labyrinth work as how it tie into the toroidal field and also the tree of life. It's all interconnected. Yeah, here it says the earth as a cosmic egg in the tree of life and death, and how the labyrinth and the cosmic soul all come in alignment together. And we can feel this and connect with this through our own inner work. And here example of different labyrinth designs throughout history on Earth. And there's more. And as you can see, even our brain, the design of the intricacy of our brain structure is also already have the labyrinth inside us. And you can see more detail with the labyrinth. There's only one entryway in and only one entryway out. Show very quickly a few more pictures. Oh, Maria just shared a picture. Yeah, I'll share that. So, and there's another structure that's showing the Ankh, how the Ankh is actually it's an initiation portal, just like the women's structure of the uterus. And what I believe the top part, the ring, it is the labyrinth. But through the initiation, we decide to enter into our own inner body. And then we anchor that initiation of the high priestess temple within our body. And there's more picture of showing the labyrinth work and how also our brain. And I believe that the eye of Ra and also have this like how you can see it through the layers of the brain, and how the pituitary gland is the beginning of the labyrinth. The pituitary gland and the pineal gland is the very inner center of the labyrinth. And here, this is what I mentioned earlier. The first dimension is that iron core crystal. And then the second dimension is in between the iron core crystal and the crust of the earth. And here's a diagram to show us there's a medical bed. We can imagine how our reality is like. The first dimension is very dense at the very core of the earth, anchoring our energy and pulling the gravity. And the second dimension is like this upside down triangle, and how from the first dimension, and then it come to second dimension. Actually, second dimension, the frequency is much slower than the first dimension. It's quite ironic, but it is how through this slowing down and anchoring and share the wisdom and the richness of wisdom and mineral from the first dimension. And then we can imagine we just being blessed and relax upon those structure of the first and the second dimension. And the third dimension, we got blessed from the blessings of the earth. And the fourth dimension is like this dome structure where our information filters through. And here on the bottom right, you can see these layers and layers of ripple effect from the first dimension, second dimension, third dimension. In this spiraling dance, if we look at sideways, it would be a similar way how the bottom of the earth, the inner earth, and then different layers coming up. But if you look from the top and down, that would look exactly like labyrinth work too. So yeah, there's more pictures. And this is what we talked last time, the cosmic soul. And then different layers of inner earth. And this is a structure, what we believe to be the Shambhala kingdom, and where we can connect and reach to nirvana, which is actually inside us through our inner connection of the labyrinth work. And we can find that within us. Yeah. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Daisy, do you want to show Maria's photo? That is a really, really good photo. And then Maria can take over that. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. I just saw that. It's very good. Maria, is this the place you traveled today? It's so beautiful. Yeah, do you want to share your story?
So this is the labyrinth I walked today to prepare for our time together. This is at a local place outside of town. It's called Terrace Studios. It's a whimsical, magical place, and the people, the two boys, the sons that built this labyrinth for their grandmother. The grandmother is the matriarch of this land and this property, and the two boys, one of the sons, I helped him have babies, so it felt really beautiful to be a part of that. And then at this labyrinth today, I saw a friend that I thought had passed away, but she was alive. She is alive, and she's an indigenous woman and a little tiny Mayan woman, one of my first friends when I moved here. And so her and I were both walking the labyrinth, and for one moment you always are in your own mind, you're not listening to other people, but for one moment I could hear her prayers and cachiquel. I could hear her speaking indigenous languages. Matios madre tierra, Matios puro uts el cielo, uts el fuego, uts el viento. And she was saying her prayers in her language, and we were walking through this labyrinth. And so this labyrinth was really powerful for me today. And then how it's I'm higher up, and this matters to me in my journey with Qigong. See, down in the earth, we're on the ground, on the soil, right? On the soil, and I entered in to the labyrinth, to the center, which is earth, which is where we just were in our last conversation, right? With the soil, with the earth, with the land, with the nourishment. And I was in there with one of my dear friends, an indigenous woman speaking a language that is very, very old. She's Mayan. She's speaking cachiquel. So that there was some symbolism there. And then once the labyrinth was complete, when I crossed back to the threshold, what you're not seeing pictured is this big metal cool tower. So I went from earth to metal, which in the Qigong pathway, that's the Qigong pathway. And so from in earth there's soil, but then within the soil there's crystals and minerals. That's metal. And that's what Daisy's talking about when you say, when we have a full moon and we pulse we're pulsating these crystals in the earth, in the heart of the earth, in the core of the earth, there is iron. And she's also comparing us, our bodies, to the earth. That first image was a labyrinth with blood, with moon blood, right? So this inner journey into our womb space, into our bodies, into our center. And then that image had womb blood, and at the heart of the earth has iron. And so how we're similar to the earth is our blood contains iron, and the blood of all the animals contain iron, and the blood of plants do not have blood, but they have blood-like substance called chlorophyll, which contains iron. So the earth, our bodies, and the plant, at the center of it is metal, is iron, which is so beautiful. And you invited me to share a little about chlorophyll. And so chlorophyll is the green part of a plant. And we make this chlorophyll product here. And I just kind of want to show it to you. So we can go off the labyrinth for a moment if you want to. And so chlorophyll, I'm going to hold this little bottle up. Energizing chlorophyll, right? It's very dark, like rich blood. And these are made from mulberry leaves. And in a previous conversation Daisy and I had, I learned a lot about mulberry leaves, how important they are. See, this is why we get together. Mulberry leaves are rich in iron. I have a mulberry tree growing out my back corner here. Long before I knew anything about mulberries, someone asked me, what kind of tree are you? And for whatever reason, I instantly was like, I'm a mulberry. Which, without really having too much awareness of what mulberry is. Yeah, scroll down so you can see the, and at the time I knew my plant ally is peppermint. And so mulberry is a nutrient-rich plant tree that has these awesome purple fruits. And the leaves, they're big, and they contain iron and all sorts of minerals. And so we make our chlorophyll out of mulberry and peppermint, which are my two plant allies, which are like, oh my gosh. See, so when you make allies with plants, really cool things happen. You start to make something like energizing chlorophyll. But the where Daisy comes in, that I had no idea of a mulberry, how significant mulberries are, is that the leaves, silkworms eat the leaves of mulberry leaves, and the silkworms make their silk. And when we're about to practice Qigong, we're going to do one small movement, but this movement is a silk reeling movement. So in Qigong, you're all in Tai Chi Chuan, you're practicing as if your movements are like threads of silk, because silk is really sticky and and delicate and strong. So, but if you pull it too much, you're going to break the thread, and if you don't do it enough, then you're going to get it tangled. So there's this like open, relaxed, open fullness to your posture and to your movements. That are silk reeling. And so this mulberry plant not only contains iron, what I want to talk to you about, but also helps us have our form, which is very metal, which is a very metal component. It helps us have our form and structure in Qigong. And so that's really brilliant. And so chlorophyll, I'm going to just show you one little drop. Do you see on the screen here how on the bottom it says hemoglobin and chlorophyll? So that is what your blood cell, that's a red blood cell. And then the other one is a chlorophyll cell. See how similar they are? They're so similar. And because they're so similar, They bond together really quickly. They assimilate together really quickly. They both carry oxygen. And so for our bodies, and we're weaving in the blood of the womb, but we're also weaving in Goddess of Love, right? And Goddess of Love with her great unconditional love and her nourishment. And we're connecting to the Great Mother. And we're connecting to the womb that is filled with love, that is filled with life, that is filled with creation. And this chlorophyll is the blood-like substance in a plant that carries oxygen, the breath of life. And so chi, energy, connects to oxygen. Oftentimes you say chi, and wherever the oxygen is where energy is. Chi is in more than one place, but often when you breathe and you energize and you animate yourself, chi is that animating force. So oxygen and chi go together. So when you're oxygenated, you're more healthy, right? And when you're nourished, you're obviously more healthy and you're less depleted. And so in our life, we have a really stressful life, and we're changing and we're evolving and we're transforming. And we have a lot of illnesses, right, as our culture. And this is just one of many, of thousands of remedies, of thousands of ways that you can connect to Great Mother and connect at a fundamental level to receive the minerals and the oxygen and the nourishment that you need so that you can then animate. And you think of a plant, think of a potted plant that's kind of sitting in the corner that's been neglected, right? What is Goddess of Love? Goddess of Love comes to you and loves you, loves those parts of yourself that have been neglected, right? And so you have this beautiful opportunity with chlorophyll to oxygenate and to nourish and to fulfill your body so you're not so depleted and you don't feel so worn out and run down. As a midwife, this was primary remedy. Like I would not attend people's birth if they did not have chlorophyll at their house, because women that bleed, either they have heavy cycles, they're going through like perimenopause, so they're having menstrual flooding, or women that have just given birth, they are in a place where they are bleeding a lot. And they, especially after a miscarriage and a cesarean, those births and miscarriages specifically, they have a tendency to bleed a lot, and then it's really hard to recover. And so we want to get you to recover really quickly. Not everybody's having those challenges, but they are really depleted and they're not getting the vitamins and minerals they need. And so chlorophyll is one solution. I'm going to show you what it looks like in this cup, but I'm not going to drink too much of it right now because it's late. It's getting late where I am and I want to sleep well. This is called energizing chlorophyll. So you want to take it in the day. So I'm going to just show you. This is super dark. It's going to stain. So you can maybe take it off the screen, off the picture of the product, and you can see this jar. Another thing that chlorophyll does is it really purifies and detoxifies your body, and it helps you with skin, clearing your skin and clearing, like when you smell, when you stink, it helps clear your body. It's a natural deodorizer and natural cleanser. But I see that we're still on the screen, so I'm just gonna show this anyways. Okay, so when you get it out, it's gonna be very dark, right? And so you're just gonna put like a few drops into the water. Can you see that? See how dark it's getting? And then when I stir it up, I should have a spoon, but maybe I do right here. There we go. See how dark it is? That's just a few drops. Can you see how nourishing and blood-like that is? That's medicine. That is a very simple yet potent medicine that will go take you from feeling like this to ready. So, do people have any questions about chlorophyll before we go into Qigong, or any comments or anything?
I have comments.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember when I first discovered this concept of what is the perfect food for starseeds, like supplements. We like nowadays in New Age talking about supplement, and then I realized there's one. It's called it's kind of like a reclaim our spiritual lineage, which is Ashurite lineage, which is a lineage of medicine women and medicine healing in our blood. And that's when I realized that, okay, in crystals, so what we can connect is called the Ashurite crystal, or the deep blue lapis lazuli, or malachite. And in formation of the crystal itself, there's a very interesting phenomenon. It's that the deep blue, when it's oxidized, it will turn into green. So eventually, like whatever we have, like a deep blue, like Ashurite, they will be turning into the malachite. And so in similar way, we understand how the blue and the green of the earth, it is the blood of the earth, the essence of the earth. Just like what Maria talked about chlorophyll. And in that sense, we can like meditate and connect with the essence of the crystal as we are taking in the supplement of the chlorophyll, and we are taking in the ethereal energy, energetic frequency. That's perfect for us to have awaken our deep remembrance of the healing gift, our lineage gift. So this is my understanding.
Yeah, a few things that I want to say, but I do feel a little like I have three thoughts in my mind at once. But I want to say, I'm going to just, okay. I drew the card on this deck. I haven't worked with this deck in a long time. I wanted to pull it out because it's called Sacred Path. And the card that came up was Stone People. I drew one card and it was Stone People. And it's about the knowing of the stones. And that's exactly what you are talking about, is this deep remembrance. And so I wanted to share that. The other thing I wanted to share is the blood of the earth. Like, blood is so sacred and holy. And anything and everything that you can do to nourish your blood and to oxygenate your blood is going to in turn enrich every other aspect of your life, right? And I loved how you called us wise women and medicine women, because wise women and medicine women, they tend to work with, especially the wise women path, that's the path that I walk. It's a very simple path. And a lot of times when you work with herbalists and even Chinese medical doctors, you know this is true, they have very complicated remedies, like super complicated. And when they write out their remedies, it's like half in grams and half in ounces, and then they'll have some way that you got to boil it and then grind it and then let it steep for 3 days. It's like super complicated. Like, there's no way you could actually do that remedy, right? And then the ingredient is from some remote plant, some remote mountain that you're not going to get to, or you're not going to find it. And so the wise woman path since you mentioned her, wise woman, medicine woman path is usually super simple. It's working with the plants that grow in your yard. Like, what's in your backyard? There's probably the medicine you need. And fortunately for me, both peppermint and mulberry do grow in my backyard. And so I'm like, yes, wise woman path all the way. I just wanted to bring that in. But the other piece I wanted to bring in is we're about to transition and we're about to do a Qigong form. This Qigong form is really for the goddess of love and for this full moon in Pisces and for our heart, and our blood is pumping through our hearts. Also, the goddess of love, I didn't see it listed on the list that Daisy provided for us, but her animal is a white swan. And so I don't know white swan Qigong, but I know white crane Qigong. And white crane Qigong, I just want to say, 2 days ago, Friday, I wanted to go to that labyrinth that I went to today, but the gate was closed. The gate was closed. I couldn't go, and it's kind of out of town. I had to go out of town. So it was Friday, and I was tired. I'd just been in a circle for hours. I had been in a circle of 500 people for hours, and I was tired, and I was going to go to that labyrinth. The gate was closed. So I'm going to go to this lake instead on the way home. I'm not on a labyrinth, but I'm on an earth path, and I go to the lake, and I get to this lake, and I finally get to the clearing where I can see the water, and what do I see? A white crane. So, and then today I saw my friend, so it all worked out very beautiful. So the labyrinth path, you're never on the wrong path in the labyrinth. So, but the white crane is connected to your lungs, which carries oxygen to your blood, and this is a goddess of love form. So I invite you, if you feel ready to do the form, are you all ready? And so Lilian, my love, just pick any soft music song that can be low enough. And we're gonna do white crane, we're gonna connect with the full moon, and we're gonna connect with our radiant heart. Okay? Do we feel ready, or do you feel like you wanna have a bio break first? Feel ready? Okay, let's get ready. So I invite you to find your feet and just kind of stretch out for a second because we've been sitting for a while we're getting the music going. Just feel yourself. I'm wearing white for the honoring of the white crane. And when we begin, I invite you to take a few deep breaths. I might take this off. Know that we're having a white crane experience, but and I want you, the invitation here is for you to know that the white crane's movements are in your spine. This is a spinal wave movement. I'm going to stand a little at my side so you can see. And I want you to imagine this goddess of love, this aspect of you that feels beautiful. This aspect of you that loves. This aspect of you that responds in a way that beautifies everything around you. Okay? And so when we start the white crane movement, we're going to start with a spine wave. And so I have my hands rested on my thighs, and you are undulating and waving your spine. And then you inhale and exhale. So when you inhale, your pelvis goes back. And as you exhale, your pelvis moves forward. So let's just do this for a moment, just to warm up your spine as you are undulating and evoking the goddess of love in all her beauty. And we're with this full moon in Pisces, so this movement is very watery and elegant. Okay, I see you're starting to get it. So let's build. Let's now invite this white crane to come into us. So I'm going to turn so you can see my hands a little bit. White crane, you're going to have your hands like a thumb like this, because this is your lung meridian. And we're going to open the flow with that same spine wave undulation. And how we work with the white crane, we start off low and slow, and gradually we build and we get a little higher and a little faster. But let's start off low and slow. Your feet are on the earth. You're undulating your spine. As you breathe in, your hands rise up. As you breathe out, your hands float down. And then start to bring your hands a little higher. Because what we're doing, we're emulating the white crane. We're starting to gain altitude. We're flying. And so now that our hands are higher, let's just stay high and just speed it up just a little bit. Just a little. Feel this energy, this love energy from the earth up your spine, out your hands. As you are flying, as soaring is a beautiful crane. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. And now let's slow it down, stay high and slow it down. And now start to bring it down. Start to bring it down. What we're doing is we're landing. We're finding our branch. We're landing. We're landing. This white crane form is incredibly powerful because it merges yin and yang. This right here, landing and slow and low, is yin. So now land on your branch or on the earth and hold your posture for a moment. Just sense and feel. And now we'll do the same thing one-handed. So spine wave up, one hand comes out. Let that hand land. Then the next hand comes out. Low and slow. White crane, one wing at a time. Let this energy start to rise up. A little higher. A little higher. And really feel this energy pour out all the way to your fingertips. And now that we're higher, we can go a little faster. Letting your energy soar up, become yang, let it expand, let it rise. Flap your wings, your spine waves. This is circulating energy up and down your spine. Opening your chest, your lungs, your heart, oxygenating you. And now start to stay high, but now start to slow it down. The beauty of the bird is that the bird helps you create space between you and whatever your problem is. You can just fly and you can see your challenge from a different perspective. So start to bring it slower and lower. Start to bring yourself back home to your center. Start to land. And even lower and slower. Even lower and slower until you come to stillness. You can imagine you're holding a chi ball. In our practice, we'll come back to this chi ball. So let's continue with the white crane. With this chi ball, imagine you're pulling the energy apart. Back together. Low and slow. Spreading your wings. White crane spreads her wings. Low and slow. Feel yourself starting to flap your wings like you're about to get elevation. So to rise up above your situation. Undulating your spine all the way up. Once you get up high, now you can make it a little faster. Opening and closing your heart, your back of your heart, the front of your heart. This is the goddess of love, grace, beauty, white crane. Now slow it down. Stay high and soar. Feel yourself elevated, peaceful, clear. This energy, this movement is really great for cleansing energy. Now we can start to slow down when your movement's a little lower and slower. And lower and slower. And slower. And really feel yourself landing, coming into your yin, coming down and landing on the earth. Come into stillness, holding your chi ball, sensing and feeling your energy. And then, so let's cross our arms. This is the heart protector. This is a qigong movement to protect your heart. White crane protects her heart. So you cross your wrist down, spine wave, cross your wrist. Let your movements grow and expand. You can cross both wrists or do the same one. It's up to you. You can alternate. We're creating this field of protection, the circle field of protection, so we can be in our radiance and in our beauty and feel safe to express ourselves, safe to fly and soar. Growing, and once you get as big as you're gonna get, then go a little bit faster. Bring that expansive yang. Bring that light, yang, expansive, protective energy all around you. Big. And now start to slow it down. Be real mindful of your circles and of your spine wave as you come back into your yin form. Slowing it down. Smaller and smaller until you come to stillness. And let's hold this chi ball here. And so this part of this is, there's so much more to the white crane. We're just touching it, but for here we're gonna transition from the white crane, and now imagine in front of you that beautiful full moon that last night was gorgeous, and it's gonna rise pretty soon. So go ahead and step out. The labyrinth showed me this today. I did this last night with the full moon, and I did this with the labyrinth too. So I want to share this with you. Make a big circle. Imagine you're tracing your labyrinth, or you're tracing the full moon. In our Qigong practice, we do a lot tracing these circles, right? A lot of circle tracing. So moving from your waist, just play with this for a moment, tracing the circle, get to a way that feels really comfortable in your body, where your feet are probably wider than shoulder width, your knees are bent, you're moving from your waist, your posture feels open and relaxed and fluid. And you're imagining you're tracing this gorgeous, shining full moon. And this is called collecting the moon. Okay, so let's do it. Very simple form. Here we go. When your left hand gets on top, I want you to, this is how we'll start here. Take a deep breath and then exhale and lower your hand. And as you lower your hand, you're pressing this energy down your central channel, down all the way down to your lower dantian, which is your pearl. This is called your pearl because it's silvery white light, like the moon. So the moon is a reflection of the sun. And inside you, your pearl is a reflection of divine light. So if this is your pearl, see it as a shiny, silvery, white beam of light in your lower dantian. And so when you're ready to inhale, you open. And when you inhale, you're gathering the moonlight. You're collecting the moonlight until your right hand gets on top, and then you exhale and condense it and draw it in to your dantian. Now you're like compressing, like crystalline compression. And then when you're ready to inhale and collect the light. And when you're ready to exhale, condense it down into your dantian, into your internal labyrinth. Inhale. Exhale. Condense. Inhale. Collect the light. Drawing it in to your internal vessel. Inhale. Collect the light. A few more times in silence on your own. See yourself collecting the light. Let the form teach you. Let the light teach you. Let the energy teach you. Let's just do one more. Like feeling yourself drawing in light. Condensing it down, all the way down. And this time, breathe it into your dantian and place one hand over the other. It doesn't really matter which one. Bring your feet a little bit closer together and really sense and feel or see, however you tune into energy, tune into your lower dantian as this radiant ball of light, moonlight in your womb, your dantian. I think that's so beautiful how the Taoists see the lower dantian as a pearl like the moon. And so here, now let's connect our hearts to our lower dantians. Now we're connecting as the goddess of love. We're connecting on an ancient path, the labyrinth, the inward labyrinth to our internal divine lover. Right? That internal divine lover connects our lower chakras, our sex organs, our wombs, our genitalia with our heart. Goddess of love is Aphrodite. She's very romantic and sensual. So we're bringing these energies together. And this form is called the radiant heart. And I'm going to take a step back so you can see the top of my head. Okay. So let's go through the motions and then it will drop into the flow pretty quickly. Bring your hands together down here and just go ahead and open up. Can you see the top of my hands? Above your head, make a triangle. First finger and thumb touch. When you're ready to inhale, you inhale and draw this triangle down to your heart. We're just getting the structure here. Turn the triangle face down. Now, exhale, lower your hands down to your lower dantian, down to your womb space and into the earth. From here, inhale, draw up the earth through your root, through your perineum, through your womb space, through your dantian, and draw that energy back up to your heart. Turn your hands out. Now, share your heart. Share that energy with your beloved, with others. And now that you've shared yourself, now you're going to receive that love up through your perineum, up through your dantian, up into your radiant heart. You're going to receive your own love. So here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, draw in divine love and light down through your crown, down to your heart. Receive that divine love. Turn your palm. Now connect your heart with your womb and the earth. Inhale, draw up the earth through your womb, back up to your heart. Now share yourself with the beloved, with your beloved, with your friends and family. Now inhale, receive this energy up through your perineum, up through your dantian, up back into your heart. Okay, we've gotten it. Okay. Exhale. Receive as you inhale divine light through the top of your head, blessing you all the way down to your radiant heart, and let your heart drop down into your womb, down into your dantian, down to the earth. Inhale from the earth, through your perineum, through your dantian, up into your heart. Now share. Share. And now receive your own love and the love of others through your body vessel up into your heart. Here we go. As we go, I'm going to say fewer and fewer words. Just draw in the light to your heart. Connect your heart with your womb and the earth. Receive the earth through your womb, through your dantian, up into your heart. And now share yourself. And now receive this great love through your body, up into your heart. Let's do this in silence, on your own. Let the light and let this inner labyrinth of love teach you. Once you make it back to your heart, just sense and feel. Remember, let's connect to that heart, that rose that we started our circle with. Feeling a rose near your perineum, and a rose on the ground. As your very presence is an act of love. You are filled with moonlight, have the light in me to travel into those deep, dark pathways that lead you above. So, hands, prayer hands at your heart, and we'll close it out by sharing our hearts by this simple you open and then bring it in, draw it in, and see us as a circle, and I'm sharing my love, I'm sprinkling it out to our circle, and then bringing it in, out. As you do that, open and close your chest, you're opening and closing your heart, and we're connecting with our greater community, with the world at large. And these are like wildflower seeds, these are heart seeds, these are rose petals, these are love seeds that are going out into fertile soil, out into the universe, and out into our lives. And it just kind of lightens you up. It almost tickles you. You can almost feel me tickling, touching you. Have a little smile. So beautiful. I'm bringing this back to your heart. And we will reach up to complete this journey. I always complete by pulling down the heavens. So go ahead, and as you reach up, and when you're ready, your hands will naturally float down, like gravity do the work. You're not doing it, you're allowing your hands to float down. It really starts with your shoulders and then your elbows. And as your hands are floating down so slowly, this is a practice to help you feel complete, to help you feel integrated and whole. Let this energy float all the way down from your head, all the way into the earth. Let's do this one more time. And as you're completing, we're saying thank you to the white crane, to the goddess of love, to the full moon, chlorophyll, the heart of the mother, and the labyrinth. We are integrated and encoded with this wisdom, feeling complete, integrated, centered, and ready for our next adventure. So, right hand makes a fist. I am powerful. I am young. I can rise high. And then the left hand covers it. I am yin. I am slow and deep and dark. I can hold both. Bowing. We bow to each other. We bow to this container, to our teachers, to our teachers' teachers. Teacher within. Stepping out with your radiant heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's so needed.
Thank you so much, Maria. That was incredible, really. It was very relaxing. It felt really good. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, that's what we want Goddess of Love to feel like that, right? Relaxed and pleasurable. And really good.
Thank you, Maria. I got so emotional during it, but it's good. I was just going with the flow. So thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do and continue to do.
Ah,
Mm.
my pleasure.
Thank you, Maria. I may have a background noise. So we're gonna move the energy, change energies here. So we're gonna move to creativity phase. So we're gonna have 5 minutes break. So what we have remaining of this circle today or session today is the goddess of love transmission, god of love transmission, and anchoring the code with the creativities, and then we will close the circle, which is gonna have a 5 minute break for now. Thank you. So when you are ready, you don't have to open the screen. The next is going to be Goddess of Love. You can type in the chat to let me know that whether you are all back so that I can or going to be receptive, receive the Goddess of Love transmission in a receptive way. So if you are back, just type back or I'm back so that I will not play it without you guys. Yeah, look like everybody's back, right? Okay, cool. Alrighty. So just close your eyes and receive this transmission in the receptive way. And this transmission is going to take about 60 minutes, like 16 minutes. Goddess of Love. Goddess of Love, Temple Gate is now unlocked. Will you join me? This gate reveals an entrance into the mystery, which only openness of the heart can penetrate. Through union, passing from the tongue of flame, enfolded into the crowned knot of fire, ignited when the fire and the rose are one. We are focusing on pure love, gratitude, invitation, self-love, open heart, sensual alchemy. Open more love in your life. Expand your definition of love. What is your definition of love? No matter you are at the blooming, the type part of conditional love that you may have held yourself in, congratulate yourself because in fact you are listening to this transmission. You are moving into blooming in unconditionality in the ways you approach your life and relationships. Do not wait until the end of your journey. Celebrate the beauty of your journey every single moment. Be sensitive to opportunities in your daily life to heal perceptions, the triggers, the emotions of jealousy and comparison in your mind. Be willing to follow them to the root in fear of hurt and lost in love, or even beyond that to the emptiness and loneliness. The Goddess of Love offers you the healing root food of self-love to these perceptions. That means this is a call to stop to make yourself smaller and get stuck into a comparison mirror that already has self-love on the other side. If only, if only you choose to flip that mirror over, would you? You are the unique creations. Would you compare the beauty of a rose and a peacock feather? What is the point here? Stop comparing yourself. Are you willing to open to becoming unconditional, magnetically calls to you that will you harvest, and at the same time offers vibrational healing to those part of you that have believed you are unlovable or not uniquely beautiful creation. Find gratitude for your experience of jealousy, comparison, sexual manipulations, as they are the master teachers. Unconditionality is not mental concept. Competitiveness, comparison, jealousy, sexual manipulations, self-absorption, insecurity, issues of distortion, and body image are great teachers. They are painful, but they are soul evolution at least. The point is to be grateful. Be grateful for whatever you have designed in your spiritual evolution, no matter how painful or difficult. Be grateful for it all. Sadness, anger, joy are all powerful teachers in different corridors of experiment and experience, all leading to the central chamber of the open heart. Gratitude is the guide to that realm. Self-love is the mirrored gate guardian. It is your choice in this moment. Face the guardian, smiling with confidence and peace, like a white swan gliding on the untouched surface of the mystery. The goddess of love reminds us to master the art of invitation. The invitation opens the way of the divine reception of the beauty of each being. Open your heart more and more into your well. In doing that, you have opening the way to the divine reception and intimacy for yourself. Everyone is waiting to be invited by fear, rejection, or hurt that make us run away. Are you willing to take the vulnerable risk of this invitation to someone in your personal sphere who you may presently perceive it as difficult to remain open and unconditional. When you think others, you are in the relationship which can potentially hurt you at any moment. I offer you to give up your mental focus on fear of hurt, rejection, and loss as a primary motivator of your choices. Sometimes, due to the nature of your own wounding, you will be hurt when you risk intimacy and going deeper with others. But the time you find the depth connection that carries you breathlessly to clear desert sky of stars in your heart, you will know everything it took you to let go of what apparently stood in the way of sharing a sky full of stars was more than worth it. That's the promise from the goddess of love to ask you to make a heartfelt sacred vow. You can say out loud, I consciously choose pure love. I consciously choose pure love. Goddess of love is here to ask you to give up the stubborn self-absorption that primarily acknowledges the outer rather than inner beauty of all things. Through beauty, your life is brought into natural harmony and opening to the essential beauty of all life. Ask yourself how your life can be more seriously fulfilling, more textile, with sweeter smells, sweeter taste, softer touches, more inspired visual and oral environment. How do you create responses to this sensual beauty? Go deeper with a loved one and create more intimacy in your life through being more present in relationships together without expectation, trying, pleasing, giving intimacy room to thrive. Just be together with a loved one. Turns up the volume of love. If there is something or someone in your life that is ripe and desiring to move into fruitful harvest, contemplate what or whom that might be. The universe is requesting you timely respond to that ripeness. Pure love is here in this moment. Should it be your highest wisdom, the highest frequency of the purest love, dive in. Remember to consciously affirm, I feel, I respond, I beautified. Ask yourself how are feeling, respond, and beauty connected. If you feel triggered, consider any tenderness towards comparison, competitive, jealousy, negative body images, or focus outer rather than inner beauty. Be willing to contemplate how these states are connected to self-love. Goddess of love, to ask you to have more self-love. How do you have self-love to yourself? Hold your hand in your heart and feel that heart. Everything is from within. This is the heart portal, and this is where your home is. I invite you to tap into this beautiful heart and feel into what she needed right now. And dive in intimately. Welcome back. How's everyone feeling?
Feels so good. Thank you. I did that. Thank you so much, Lilian. So beautiful.
No problem, all good. Is there anyone wanted to share anything before I jump into the God of Love transmission?
Yeah, this is Claudia. Thank you so much. I feel so relaxed. That was beautiful. I love the words, the intention, and yeah, just lovely. Thank you so much, Lilian.
Thank you, Claudia. Antoinette? Yet Kyle. not Capricorn, and then it will be internet next.
Thank you, Lilian. I literally was like melting. I must have went somewhere because I was just like, I don't know where I went. I was just melting. I was like a big puddle of love. Thank you so much. Just received it fully in my heart. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Antoinette, you there?
Yes, I'm here. It felt really, really nice. I saw like a big ray of like white light. It was like a lot of white light. And then all of a sudden it was a lot of purple. And it almost looked like like the chakras. It almost looked like the chakras, but everything was purple. Everything went from white to just purple. It was purple everywhere, and it almost looked like little purple hearts, like a whole lot of little purple hearts, like just like, you know how fireworks go off, and when they're in the sky and the fireworks start, they just like it goes up in the air and then it explodes, and then it just like the little sparkly things go everywhere. It was like little purple hearts like that, and they just like went, all the purple hearts went everywhere. It was just really, really, really relaxing. And I just was like, I surrender. That's it for me.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. So I just put it a link there. Is the Telegram that I will be hosting a 3 days a series of masterclass to activate your inner beauty. And if you wanted to join, you can join now, and we start tomorrow. So these 3 days, the masterclasses, there's no Zoom. It's literally only my voice, the power of my voice, pure with my own accents. And then there will be a embodied practices that will be recorded, or even though it's or sometimes I don't know yet, but it probably the PDF or recorded or even live. You never know. See how I feel. But the next 3 days, it literally is activate your inner beauty and coming back to yourself, self-love. Thank you so much. Yes, Maria.
I wanted to receive and share that transmission, transmission of the goddess of love. There's a somewhere in there talking about connecting with yourself, and so what the goddess of love has been, I've been working with her for this whole moon. I know we're in the initiator in other places, but the goddess, I need the goddess of love so much in my life right now. And so the goddess of love really shows me how to come back to myself and nurture the places I've abandoned, or the places that I've omitted. Like I just like omitted. They just don't, they're just not even there anymore. I just let them. And so coming in the simple act every day, and it sounds real simple for most people, but actually for me, it's actually quite a like, I gotta get to, but like resting my palms of my hands on the soles of my feet and anointing my own feet. So as a midwife, I used to anoint women's feet, anoint them, wash their feet, anoint their feet, and then their partners, I would wash their hands and anoint their hands and anoint them, so they would be prepared to be a family and catch this baby. And so rather than me anointing my beloved's feet, someone else, I'm spending the time to anoint my own feet And it's so rich. And it's like unlocking and opening aspects of myself that I've forgotten because I neglected. And that's what she's talking about, is to, so I just wanted to bring that in, the act of anointing yourself and taking the time to do that.
Yes, so beautiful. Mm. Thank you for sharing that, Madison, Maria. Mm. Daisy.
Yeah.
First, I wanna just say thank you, Lilian, and this feels so much nourishment. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I can feel the whole journey walking with you. It is the journey of goddess of love. You fully embody in the radiance of that, and just so amazed by your blossoming heart every day. How much you just radiate out this vibration of love. Truly honored to walk the journey with you. Also, I wanna also comment on Maria share about initiator phase. I feel like what we're doing right now is a combination of the initiator and goddess of love. Like initiator is you have the sword, but the sword is pulling down. We're devoting our intention to the Mother Earth. We're going down to Earth. We're honoring the wisdom and medicine of the Earth. Like I think it's the initiator, like a mudra is like this, right? It's like you're pulling down. Yeah, it's like this way. That's just embody the wisdom and the Earth's nourishment and our own blood embodied wisdom from the Earth. Also, I share the quote from the ancient Hopi prophecy: when women gave their blood back to the earth, the man will come home from war and the earth shall find peace. Because there's no conflict. The sword is not for fighting, because we don't find any conflict. We already resolved the peace. And the sword is for devotion, devoted to the Mama, Gaia Mama Earth, and to the self-initiation journey with you. Just want to honor that. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you. Mm. Is E available behind the scene, or she's just not available?
I think she shared that she will be just
Listen to the background, right? Yeah. It's okay. All good. Right. So we're gonna go. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna. Oh, let me pin you, Daisy.
It's not finished yet, but just through your transmission, I was just dancing with that love frequency.
Thank you. We continue to draw after the God of transmission, God of love transmission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
right.
you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So gonna pin Kyle. Move so they over to you, Kyle.
So this is from, I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, so this is from the God of Love. Love. What is love, you may ask? It's you. It's felt with the heart. Love doesn't judge. Love just loves. Love radiates. Love celebrates. Love renews. Love is peaceful. joyful. Love is harmonious. Love is you. Love is in you. All of you. Love is all there is. Love is your remembrance. Love creates and expresses through you. Return back to your heart of love. Now just imagine, see, feel, know, and sense yourself in this sacred temple of love. And your temple of love can be anywhere that is your happy place. So within nature, within water, and just seeing yourself in this presence of you, just you, just for you. Just taking the time to receive just for you. Now seeing this golden, white, shimmery waterfall above you. And it's created from the sun, from the stars, from the universe, from the air. And just being one with this magical medicine, this magical energy form that is the consciousness of love. Love is meeting you. Love is revealing itself to you as that sacred mirror of yourself. Just allowing all of your being to fully open, to allow yourself to just crack open a little bit more. Allowing your heart to open just a little bit more. And receiving this golden healing water within your entire being. So washing from your crown, the top of your head, down your face, your throat, into your higher heart, your heart. Just allowing this golden energy to just swirl within you and to reunite back to you. And you're reuniting back to your heart. Everything is being restored, reactivated. All of your gifts and blessings are coming to you now. All of the remembrance, all that you think you have lost is now returning from day one, from your birth. And it's restoring you to your divine blueprint. Just seeing this golden cocoon, this golden seed that you are. And seeing this golden energy filled within this cocoon. and you're turning into gold, solid gold. And you're receiving a strong, solid foundation in knowing who you are, knowing your worth, your self-love, knowing how important you are, and bringing all that remembrance to the here and now, and bringing it all back to the heart. So seeing your heart as gold, and expanding and expanding in this golden consciousness, and the golden healing rays are radiating out, touching every area of you, every fiber, every muscle, every molecule, every cell, every meridian, every chakra. And just receiving this love, this magnetism back to you. And now you're anchoring it, seeing this golden heart moving from your heart to Gaia's heart, and it's moving down the earth to the core of the earth. And now you're met with Gaia. And she also has a golden heart. And she places her hand on your heart, and you place your hand on her heart. And you receive in this infinite flow of giving and receiving. Just being one with that energy. And we give grateful thanks for Mother Gaia and all that she provides, and for helping us to restore our heart through nature and all the beauty that surrounds us, as nature is that sacred mirror for us. Never forget that. Never forget the love that you are, and the love that you are here to be. And looking at yourself in the mirror, and fully say with confidence that you love you, and that you promise to take care of yourself in the best way that you know how, in the most loving and nurturing way. And then just bringing all of this back to your heart as you rise up from the core of the earth. You're rising back up to a physical plane here on the earth, back to where you are now. And seeing yourself as this radiant sunflower, this sun source that just emits this nurturing, vibrant love and light to yourself, to others in the world. Just honoring the sacred sunflower that you are. And bringing this sunflower into your space and allowing it to fill within your whole being, and within your sacred home, and within your sacred heart. Now bringing in the sun, the grand central sun, moving from your crown and all throughout your being, and it's radiating out of your heart. You are the sun. You are the healing sunshine. Just seeing the sun just moving all throughout your space and anchoring at your feet with the sunflower. Now coming back to where you are in the here and now, to 3 deep breaths. Then opening your eyes when you're ready. Also going to share a sacred code to help anchor the healings and the blessings, and I'll do it through light language as well. Tini kanai siana kianati suku sani kana sianati saki. Just feeling this pulsation of this golden energy just moving towards you. Tisi kani kana siana, and illuminating your heart. Just receiving these golden rays within your heart. Tisi kana siana kia siana tisiana kia kiana. Sunu kia na sia kia sana kia. Sukunia na sia kia si kanaina. Sunutia na kia sia tia kia tia. Kunusiana tia ki sia ti kiana. Suna kiana tia siana. Kusiana sia kiana. Suniana siana. Kusiati kunusaya tunikana tusi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and so it is.
Thank you, Kyle. That code is powerful. My neck is tingling. It's such a Does anyone wanted to share? What did they receive?
Kyle, that was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. It was really beautiful. I felt like something was just like a burden was lifted off of me. It felt really, really good. I almost felt like I was in a trance for a minute there. Like my head, I just started swaying back and forth. It was really beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Kyle. This is Claudia. That was so beautiful. I'm so relaxed. I was just feeling bliss the whole time. It was just, I think the girls have been using the word yummy. I feel really good right now. Thank you so, so much.
You're very welcome.
Kyle, you are like a light tower, like spinning the light. Even in your painting, I felt like there's music there, light, the spinning. It's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing and blasting your light through multiverse, and thank you for being you.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. So we're going to take maybe 10 minutes to anchor your feeling on the paper or any creativities that flow through your body and anchor on that. And then we share, and then we're gonna close the circle by that. Yeah. I'm gonna on some music. Do we still need some more time? Are we finished?
I think I'm done.
We are done. Claudia, Antoinette, and Kyle, do you need more? Another 5?
I'm just finishing up because someone else start. I'll finish up in a little bit.
Okay. It looks like you guys still working on it. Do you guys want another 5 minutes maybe? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyone want to share the drawing, the codes? Daisy. Hang on, let me pin you, Daisy. Pin, there you go. Oh, so colorful. Mm. Yeah, I can see it really clear. Mhm. Do you have any transmission for this, Daisy?
I can make some.
Yeah, make some, please. Mm.
I feel like reading my poem too.
Okay. Can I share with you what I received?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Gaia is so nourished, so happy because we are weighing all the seed, all of us in there, and all the colors. I just said that, oh, very happy. So it in the beginning, I just look at labyrinth for me, and then that's the core of the Mother Earth, and then we are sitting all around it like a tapestry. It's all about love, all love. Oh, and I receive Gaia. I said that I'm so nourished by you guys. Very good. Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think this is how do we love ourselves deeper and receive that nourishment that's inside ourselves. So I was thinking about reading a longer poem, and I wrote the poem a while ago, and it's a love letter to myself. Is it okay I read that one?
Yeah, of course.
My dearest you, I love you just the way you are. When I gaze into you, I see the omnipotent potential. Your tender heart is like a brilliant crystal ball, radiating rainbow lights from all sorts of beautiful, colorful gems in life. Your sensitive fine fibers of heartstring, resonating deeply and profoundly the very depths of earthly pains and weights that you have been shouldering upon yourself for a long, long time. Please take time to rest and then leaning into the arms of unconditional love, the ocean of remembrance that you always feel one with the divine light, the place that you can always find abundance of healing, comforts, joy, and love. Please take your time to mend the wounds and hurts from dark places you fear most from inside. Be kind, gentle, patient, and present with yourself. You will feel the shimmering light of healing touches flow abundantly from the unseen places, both inside and out. You are love. Your name is love. Your job is love. Whenever, wherever you go, you radiate nothing but love. Your thoughts reflecting the essence and very intention of pure unconditional love every day since the dawn of day till the dusk of night. You breathe in and out various forms of love. You dream all day and all night long, pondering about one single quest in life. How will one be able to sing out the magnificent glory of grand creators' unconditional love loudly and proudly? Life is like a multifaceted mirror. It reflects back the very intention you send out to the universe. When you say, I love you to today, today will say, I love you back. When you gaze life with tenderness and kindness, life will gaze back at you with infinite compassion and unconditional love. When you bow to the one inside the mirror, singing letters of gratitude, all beings surrounding you will be bowing back, reverberating songs of gratitude back to you as well. When you spot a treasure box of joy in life, indulging your heart fully into the moment of bliss, creative light of serendipity and wonders will eagerly jump into the pool of childlike wonders with you as well. Let us be loosening up from all troubles in life. This world is but a big kindergarten for your adventurous, curious heart. May every awakened day of your life gazing loving intentions back at you tenderly and fondly. May every beings come upon your soul journey resonating brilliant creative light within your childlike innocent heart. May your breast filled with life's wonders, heartfelt joys, and bouquets of love. May all the kindred spirits upon your inquisitive earth path resonating this beautiful soul singing of a mutual ancient rememberings. Rememberings to our deep soul searching and heart's knowingness with a very connection to the divine light. I bow deeply to this divine light. May this light glow brilliantly all year long within the core being of your very essence. And may your very essence pulsating and reverberating deeply and profoundly along the sacred making of our Gaia Mama Earth. Thank you. Love you all so much.
Thank you, Daisy.
That was beautiful, Daisy. Oh my goodness, your words. You have such a beautiful way with words. It just touches the heart so deep. And with your drawing, I was getting like map of the heart. Mapping of the heart, worlds of the heart, multi-dimensional love. Like your drawing was like balancing us. And I was seeing like the mushroom system, like the whole connectedness that mushrooms have to the earth and like the trees, and it's just like all one. It's just so beautiful, so juicy, just like you see like just like that oozing of like color and just like healing. Incredible. Thank you, Daisy. So much love.
Thank you so much for receiving me. Love you all so much.
So that mushroom network is mycelium network. Yes.
Yes, that's the essence of today's learning. Yes.
Kyle, do you want to share yours while you're on here?
Sure. Oops. So let it focus. If it will focus.
Yeah.
I'll do some light language too. Sia ki kanai na ina. Sukunu saya kiani kina tiana. Suni kanai na. Siti sani kanai na. Suku sana sia kianati. So just feeling like that groundedness deep within your being and being anchored on the earth and receiving from the earth into your being, into your heart. Tunika na ina sia kia sia nati kunu saya kia nati ana kia na kaya sia nati kisa niana tuna sia na kia sia na kununu kiana kiana sia kiana tiana ki sanika naina sunu saya kiana tisi kanika naina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and so it is.
There's something I want to share. Yeah, thank you for doing the code of the swan. So there's a lot of ancient legend. Actually, it's very origin of ancient mythology. It started from that swan. In constellation, it's called Cygnus. And when you think about that Cygnus, how it rotates within the void of the universe and diving deep through the void and just surrendering purely, like piercing through that void. That is the very mythology of the creation, how the earth created. Just like the mythology of the sky woman, like there's a hole ripped open and in the sky woman diving through and falling, and how the earth, the constellation created. It's the same mythology. Actually, it's the very origin and the earliest mythology. It is a swan diving through the void. That is tied into our today's the concept too. The mythology of the void and diving through it, just purely surrender. Yeah. Just like that.
That's epic, Daisy. That's epic. I was getting so many visuals. Wow. Your extensive knowledge. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And also feeling thinking about when we diving into our inner galactic essence, it's almost like we surrender, we become that arrow and surrender, allow the divine just catch us, right? Or just calling into the divine, whatever the divine intention or purpose is, we surrender. Just let it piercing through us. It's almost like the same concept, the void and the arrow, or the swan just diving, right? Yeah, talking about, I have another writing, but I'll share my writing after you guys share first.
I also wanted to share this as well while doing the swan. So this is my drawing yesterday. It's also the swan. Can you see the screen?
Yes, it's beautiful, Lilian.
So this was yesterday. So yeah, I didn't know that there's a swan for today when you read the beginning. Is that the full moon is a swan, right? Like in the beginning when you're reading the whole like on your Facebook. So yeah, I didn't know that's a swan. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I stopped sharing. Okay, next person. Claudia.
I can go. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if you called on me or unmuted at the same time. All right, hang on. Okay, hold on. It's this way. I hope you guys can see it. I better put my glasses on. So I got this visual when we were going on a journey with Kyle, and I just saw this so clearly. So just my heart connecting to Mother Earth's heart. That's it. I just loved it. And so I really wanted to keep the memory of that visual. It's so beautiful. I do grounding energetically, but always from my first chakra, as I've learned before. So this really helped me to visualize, because I do visualize grounding to Mother Earth's heart. But I also see it as a pink quartz. So this visual was so beautiful. Thank you, Kyle. It just stayed with me, and I wanted to draw it and keep it, because I saw my heart being golden. I saw Mother Earth's heart and just grounding. So yeah, I'm going to definitely keep this visual to remind me to ground my golden heart to Mother Earth's golden heart. Thank you. That's all.
That is so beautiful. Golden heart. Golden heart like a sun. You are the sun.
It's incredible.
Antoinette.
This was the image that I saw. Is that okay?
Wow.
At first, it was like a lot of white. Everything was white, like really pretty white. And then it all went to purple, and I just kept seeing like fireworks and purple hearts.
So Antoinette, what does that mean to you then?
To me,
Feel into your drawing. And bring that image to your vessel.
I know that earlier when we were saying how would you describe love? And for me, the first thing that came to mind was my connection to source. I felt really connected to God. That's where I find my love at. I know that He loves me, and I love Him. So I was like, well, maybe that's why I'm seeing because it was just like a form of the chakras. And I just felt connected with divine source. And that's what I feel in my heart. That's where I find my love, with God.
Antoinette, you found your wholeness today. The divine source. With the fireworks celebration. The love is within you. The wholeness is within you. Then you feel into source.
Can I share what I see?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting. First, I feel like there's one cord or the tree of life. This cord of light, just like you said, the white light. It looked like first like a white ball, and then pouring down the white light and going down and down. And it felt also like in a canyon or a valley. And you have some kind of backpack, maybe you're camping. And I saw Kyle there with you too.
Oh, wow.
and just saw this big ball of white light and just going down. I was like, what is that thing? And then suddenly also looked like some kind of giant cauldron pouring out this white light, like a stream of light, also like elixir or water, like pouring down and blasting it. And then I start seeing water, like creeks in the water, and just running. I can feel the stone in the water, and you're just standing there observing the nature. And I saw there's being very busy. I think maybe gnomes, fairies and gnomes. Gnomes, they're like very busy, like maintaining the nature, like doing all kind of busy work and sweeping the ground. Yeah, that's how far I got.
Wow. Thank you.
It's quite amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Kyle, do you want to share?
Yes, Antoinette, yeah, receiving for you is, I could see it. It's like this cosmic love. Yeah, it's like twinkling like purple with like white, like a waterfall. You're receiving all like gifts and blessings and remembrance, so much remembrance. I feel like you'll start. I remember a couple of circles ago. I remember you mentioned about like you seeing, and I feel like your wishes, all your wishes and dreams are like being granted, but it's all in like divine timing. But I really feel like when you wake up in the morning, I feel like you might see like glitter, like energy glitter or like sparkles. It's just knowing that that's like, and you'll feel it too. It's just um, an extension of like love consciousness being delivered to you. Um, I feel like when you wake up in the morning, just like take 5 minutes just to like be as still as you can and just placing your hand on your heart and just keeping your eyes open and just being with the moment. Yeah, and just what I keep hearing is just keep allowing yourself to receive. Like you can say that mantra every day, like every minute of the day when you can remember. Just I receive, I receive, I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just yeah, it's like like it's a clear flow of just like you being so blessed. And thank you for all that you do and continue to do. I love you so much, sister. Like we are definitely brother and sister. I've had a lot of lifetimes together. So it's an absolute blessing to reunite with you. Love you so much.
Kyle, I think you were there with her, because whatever you said is exactly what I saw too. And also before I saw it turn into a white ball of light, it felt like she's observing the sky and the galactic, very galactic, like how like she just observing and being oneness with that energy. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Mm.
Also, another thing I forgot to comment on Claudia's painting. I also feel like Claudia, like feeling that cord, like the golden umbilical cord with the earth, but it could also be that cosmic axis line, like that alignment. Yeah, I feel that too. It was very beautiful. Lately, I've been getting that download too, that golden like thread and the cord and connecting with the earth and with the universe. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate that. Yeah, when you were saying that, it did feel like when we say ground and seeing that light, and yeah, it feels like that tube of light connecting all the way up to the axis. Yeah, it's the whole connecting. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy for all of us. Love you all so much.
Claudia,
Yes.
do you have like a heart necklace, or like a golden heart necklace, or just like a heart necklace in general?
You know, I did most of my life, and yeah, I have one. Yeah, but I don't wear it all the time. But I used to, most of my life, I used to wear a heart around my neck.
I'm feeling this feeling in my heart, um, that like Gaia wants you, if you can find that necklace, to wear it, especially the next week. She's gonna gift you, um, through that necklace. It's like that like the golden energy anchoring into your heart from her. Um, just allowing yourself to receive.
Oh, yay. Thank you. I will definitely, yeah, I will definitely wear it. Thank you for that beautiful message. I appreciate you and everybody here so much. Just, I just appreciate you all. I just love everybody's wisdom and energy and willingness to share. And I feel so safe in this space. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Great. I think we have everyone. How much share mine then? I just wrote it just now, but I put it here because I can't turn my screen. So this is mine.
Lilian, can you enlarge that? Click and enlarge it.
Oh yeah, maybe that one.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that okay? I have the video as well if you wanted to watch the video.
Yeah. Click the video and see whether you can play that.
Okay. Why is not selecting? Oh yeah.
I think you want to open it first before you share. Maybe that.
Can you see my screen?
I can
No?
see everything. I can see all the pictures, but not that specific one
Ah,
you select. Yeah.
sorry. Oh no, hang on.
Now
I'm learning to
now, yeah. Now we see it.
Okay, hang on. I just want to see that we are here. Okay. All right, that's it. Yeah, that's all.
So much freedom and clarity. Oh my goodness, everything became so clear. It was like this vibrancy and brilliancy. I literally was like, I felt like I was like jumping on these lily pads. It was just like seeing myself from like the sky, but then also being in the present moment, like all these dimensions all at once. Whew. It was like very quick and powerful. Beautiful, Lilian. I love it.
Thank you for receiving.
Oh, Lilian, we don't see that picture now. We see a
I just need to get used to it. Okay, good. That's it. Thank you.
yeah. When you show this, I feel like I'm hearing music. Dun, 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 dun. It's very, very lighthearted, just like what Kyle said, like that kind of freedom and flying, flowy, some kind of dragon that is flying, a small dragon. And next moment I saw the dragon is on your left shoulder and your right hand is showing something, like something white in your hand. I'm not sure whether it's a pearl or something you're showing. Yeah, or maybe something come from the dragon. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just feeling that energy. And then I first hear the sound, the music sound, and then feeling that flowing. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's it. There's no one to comment on mine receiving the drawing. Then
It's also like a caterpillar cycles, getting ready to turn into a butterfly. I love it.
Claudia, Antoinette, do you want to share, or otherwise we will close the circle?
I'll share super quick. I see the bubbles as bubbly. I think you were saying something about bubbles in your meditation, if I remember correctly. And that's kind of how it feels. It's like bubbly. It's like, yay. It just feels happy. Wee. So yeah, I feel very happy looking at it. Wee. Thank you, Lily. It's beautiful.
Thank you. And Antoinette?
It kind of reminds me of like the circles kind of remind me of like links, like they're locked together. I don't know, it's like we're all linked together. That's what something keeps saying to me, like we're all linked together. We're all linked.
Yeah. I'm just looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we link together.
Oh wow. That's what it reminds me of, like links, and we're all linked together, all of us.
That's the unity called brotherhood and sisterhood that create new earth.
So this is the summary of today's God and Goddess transmission. Is brothers and sisters, is a unity, and there's divine feminine, divine masculine, all in one, and we are one. So 1 to 2 to 5, 1 to 2 to 5. So we are 1. That's it. So yeah. So for now, do you have any further? I think Daisy, you said that you want to share a poem, isn't it?
Oh, you have very good memory. Okay, I'll pull it out.
So after the poem, and Carl can close the circle then.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just for us to connect. This is a card for the day. I forgot to show it at the beginning. That's the candle inside our energy field, our soul. Yeah, how it's just in our inner labyrinth, we traversing and then find that inner candle light. What I am seeking is seeking me. The divine arrow already predestinedly foretold our lives from the future, written in the books thousands years ago from the past. The past and the future effortlessly unfolding at each moment of the now. All that I am called to do is to be the perfect target, surrendering and effortlessly allowing the divine arrow unfolds my own illuminating lights within me, softly, tenderly, and gracefully, to be the perfect effervescent container and divine conduit, the channel and vehicle to anchor and ground such divine illumination on earth, sharing the love and universal healing message with the world, to anchor, ground, and connect with the source, the home where my soul comes from. Allow the sky breathe through me, the earth pulsating within my heart, and the waters dancing in oneness with my soul singing. Sing through me, dance into oneness with me, the whole universe diverging and converging, constantly transforming and transporting from one portal to another, one lifetime after another, one dimensional space and galaxy onto another. You and I, we both playing hide and seek, seeking the ultimate divine partner, the perfect twin flame to complete each other, until one day we realize that the real divine union has already and always been living inside the heart and waiting for us to remember how to connect the dot, the missing dot, the forgot, neglected altar of my own soul. Seek that, because that place is where our eternal soul resides. Our inner beaming heart's fireplace, once lightening up, rekindling our own past lives' rememberings and collective ancestral healing gifts and wisdoms. Our inner fire can brighten up the whole galaxy and multiverses. Thank you. Love you all so much.
Thank you, Daisy. Oh yeah, that's the card.
That's us. That's our soul. Let's just share the light with the universe.
That looked like my drawing, Daisy.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Oh, drawing. Yeah.
Thank you. Love you all so much.
So nourishing today, isn't it? Oof, so much fun. All right. Do we have any more to share before Kai jump in and close the circle?
I think I'm complete and content.
I'm too complete and content.
Same here. Same here. Thank you so much. Happy, happy, and content. Thank you.
Yay.
Me too.
Over to you, Kyle.
So honoring all of us in our hearts in joyous celebration, and we give great gratitude for the highest and purest frequencies for being with us. Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, our ancestors, our guides, the caretakers of the land, connecting to our hearts as one, and just having that remembrance that's going to stay with us forever. It's just always remembering and coming back to the heart, because the heart knows the way, the heart guides the way, and the heart leads the way. And just honoring Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia through like the drum beat of us, like fully coming back to our heart, and our heart is beating one with her heart. And we're forever in this beautiful union with her. So if you ever meet her, miss her, need anything from Mother Gaia, just placing your hand on your heart and coming back home. So now the sacred space is now closed. And just go forth in that remembrance and sharing the love from your heart to yourself, others, and the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, and so it is.
Thank you, Kyle, for closing the ceremony. Oh, so cool, so beautifully. So now we're gonna be on the screen and say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye
See ya.
bye.